I was watching Jack Reacher, and it had me feeling some type of way because I think one of the characters, the girl in the movie, she was like crying or something and like got kidnapped, and then it made me think about all the foolish stuff I would do for love because Jack Reacher was going to save her, and it made me think about all the foolish things I would do for love, and yada yada whatever.
Oh, okay.
But it had me thinking about my own simping stories, right? So I'm thinking, let me tell you about one of these stories actually. It was actually my first love. One of my first loves. Hopefully she ain't watching this. But
she probably is gonna watch it, just so you know.
Yeah, maybe she will. She ain't really on social media like that. But where do I begin? So we started talking on a dating site, right?
Yeah, let's keep it real, brother. Let's keep it up, $1.55. Let's get it.
So I was just gonna say Facebook, man. But no, we started talking on a dating site, and
Facebook. Keep it a buck, man. Yeah. Yo, man. Sometimes,
bro, it was actually, to get more specific, POF. So if y'all ever want to send us some money or something.
What's POF?
Man, you gonna make me get into this? Everybody knows.
Bro, I've never used a dating site before. I've been in a relationship for a while, so I don't even know, man.
Yeah, neither have I, bro. I don't really be doing that. I thought it was like a social media thing. I thought it was a social media thing, man. No,
okay, all right.
It's called Plenty of Fish. So you just
reel them in, boy.
Yeah, reel them in.
I hear you.
So yeah, man. So I started talking to this real look on your face got me laughing.
Bro, it's funny, man. Go ahead, man. I ain't gonna interrupt you.
Yeah. No, so I start talking to this girl. We're vibing real well, and she's bantering back and forth with me, and everything's going cool. And I used to watch this TV show called Castle, and with two main characters, Castle and Beckett, or Nathan Fillion and Stan Katic, they used to go back and forth. So it's like that's the kind of vibe I was on in regards to like a romantic relationship. So I'm like, yo, I need that same type of energy. If I give something to somebody, they give it right back to me, like tennis. You know what I mean? So I start talking to this chick, and it's like back and forth. And so we vibing, and then I think it might have been a day or two later after we was talking, she told me, she's like, I'm not using my picture. This ain't my picture. This is my cousin's picture.
So you getting catfished?
Yeah, man. So
okay.
I'm like, damn, bro. I'm like, in my head too, I'm like, yo, I hope this chick looks, just as good as a cousin. And honestly, there was a moment in time, I'm like, yo, can you like set me up with your cousin? Like, cause she looked pretty good. Cause I didn't see the actual girl's picture yet. So I give
a question any man would probably ask.
Yeah, exactly. So I ended up getting her information, her phone number, and Snapchat, but I wasn't gonna text her because I don't really do that. I still don't really do that. I like to get other stuff first, and then when I get more serious, I like to get my number. So we start talking, and like she was real delayed on sending me a picture. So by the time she finally sent me a picture, on Snapchat, it's like I ignored it for like 3 days. And when I finally hit her up, she's like, oh, you finally decided to hit me up. And you know how women do all that kind of stuff. And at this point I was already like kind of done, but I had a weekend ahead of me, and it's like I didn't really have nothing to do. So it's like I wanted to set something up, but I didn't want to go out on a date. I kind of just wanted to hit it. So the job so the job we had, our boss, I told her, I'm like, because she was trying to go out to dinner, set something up. So I'm like, oh man, I already set something up actually. So I'm like, oh man, my boss actually, he's doing this last minute dinner for all the employees, a very important dinner I got to attend. And she's like, oh, okay, I understand. And so like I finally get out of the dinner, and I'm like, yo, you still trying to chill? And she's like, yeah, I'm still trying to chill. So I start driving over there. She's like, maybe we can go to Panera. I'm like, damn, I'm like, I'm really stuffed. I'm telling you, like, he made me stay for dessert and everything.
Yo, she gonna watch this for sure. Man, she gonna watch this and she gonna go.
Yeah. Well, hey, man, it is what it is.
She gonna go Buster Douglas on your ass. Let me tell you that right now.
After all she put me through, I really don't care at this point. Trust me, and you're gonna hear about it. So yeah, I get there, and then like she's still saying, like, I think I told her, I was like, yo, let's just order something in, watch a little bit of Scandal, because I was really into Scandal at that point. And so we watching things, yada yada. Had a good night, even better morning. And yeah. Yeah, and yeah,
we just hit that. Did you catch that? Did you catch it?
Hey. But no, so it was I think I was chilling with her on a Friday or a Saturday, and the following Tuesday was gonna be what do you call it? Valentine's Day. So we got snowed in for the weekend. You know what I mean? We was vibing this, that, and the other thing. She could kind of tell you could kind of tell her interest was higher than mine at that point. I don't know why, because I thought she looked good when I saw her. She was wearing a tight skirt and all that kind of thing. She looked good. So she told me she didn't have a Valentine, so I ended up going to her crib, kind of surprised her, and like she didn't know I was coming. Got chocolates, stuffed animal, flowers, the whole nine, and
I know where this is going.
Yeah, bro. So I call her, I hit her up, and I'm like, yo, I'm outside. Takes her 10 to 20 minutes to get outside. And then when she finally gets outside, she told me she was coming from school too. But the way she was dressed, she wasn't coming from no school. So I end up, she comes to the door. It was a complex. So she goes out her door and then to the complex. And I try to step in, and she blocks me.
She's like, nah.
Red flag going off in my head. Exactly. Red flag going off in my head. So I'm like, okay, that's weird. So, like I said, the way she was dressed was a little weird coming from school too. So it is what it is. I gave her stuff and I kind of dipped. So, that was that. And then halfway going through, I think I was halfway on my way home, and it was like an hour and a half to 2 hours. She hits me up. She's like, come back. I'm like, nah, I'm good. So I ended up going back. That was that. We talk on and off. We have dinner. She's being nonchalant, like not really hitting me up, not really hitting me back. Just a whole like kind of like I felt like she like led me on for like all of, this was. Well, I'm not gonna. I almost slipped and said the year. But she definitely would have known it was her. But well, she already does probably. But
I'm sure she does, man.
Yeah.
You didn't describe the whole damn scenario. You might as well,
Yeah. So I'm pretty much chasing this chick for the whole year, right? And
simp,
bro, the beginning of the next year, I find out she's married. And she's like, no, it's not for that. It's just for like some like paper.
Wait. So after a year, you found out she was married?
So I pretty much chased her from February of the year we met to like December or January of the next year.
Boys and girls, let me explain something to you real quick. Let me just interrupt this beautiful story. Never chase a woman. Never chase a woman. If she's interested, she won't give you the chance to chase her. She will be there.
She'll make it easy
to chase a woman. Yeah, she will make it easy for you. And I don't mean easy like you can jump in her pants real quick. Yeah. Like you can just sleep with her immediately. But she will give you the attention that you desire. If she wants to give you that attention. But if she's not
jump through hoops.
Yeah, if she's making you jump through hoops, she has other things going on, or she's just not into you. It's best to move on.
Yeah, and you want to know something too? I was a dummy. I was like, so we didn't really talk the previous year too much. We kind of been on and off. Did you mess with anybody? She looked me in my eyes, told me no, and I believed it. Moving forward, after she told me she was married and it was just for papers or whatever. So, we start off on the right foot. So I think that the next year, and we start dating, we're doing a whole bunch of stuff, going out, the vibes right, the energy's right, everything's good.
So what was it that made you believe the things that she was saying? Like, I'm trying to dive into how you was thinking at that point in time?
I think it was me being naive, definitely. I think it was.
If you want to talk it up to young and dumb, then we can do that too.
But the thing is, too, man, it's like a lot of the stuff she was telling me. Because I'll be honest, when she told me she didn't mess with nobody, it's like we actually had a coworker that who told me, he's like, "Yo, you sure? You sure she ain't messing with nobody?" I'm like, "Nah, she ain't doing that." I'm like, "Nah." I'm like 100% sure she ain't doing nothing. And he was right. He was right. And but let's just say, like, I think it was, I knew what it was in my head, but it's like without the proof, I didn't want to believe it.
Sometimes people on the outside looking in can give you a totally different perspective.
Yeah.
So when you in the trenches, you can't see, you can't see some of the things that's going on that out somebody on the outside perspective, you telling them what's going on, and they can basically tell you like, nah, something don't sound right. And but because you infatuated with this girl and you want a relationship with her, you're like, nah. When the person being objective, they're probably gonna have the best version of what's going on.
Well, that's the thing too. It's like the whole time I thought I was like in love with the girl, but it's like I'm starting to think it was more of an infatuation and a lust thing. You know what I mean?
Of course it was.
But yeah, everything was good, right? And then we go on we went on one vacation down south, then we went on another vacation for my brother's birthday. And that's when the red pill hit me, bro. And
the good old red pill.
Still to this day, bro, I don't know if I would have been happier living in a lie or just knowing the truth. And it's like I think knowing the truth was great, but it's like living in a lie just it kind of scarred me in a way that I don't think I'll ever heal from. But the truth is the truth no matter what. So you kind of got to accept that. But
so what do you mean by that? Like you so
by like, would I rather have discovered the truth like I did, or just
like do you, because you sound like Mario Winans. I don't want to know if you claim me, keep it. And I think that's stupid. Stupid. You don't want to know. You don't want to know your girl is creeping behind you, creeping behind your back. You know, well, it's one thing to not go searching for it, but if you just closing your eyes, like, that's stupid to me.
Well, that's the thing. So it's like I don't have any proof that she was like actually cheating on me, like when we was together that year. The year we got together. But it's like I know that she was doing like sneaky stuff when she was making it seem like she was only talking to me. So to say that she was cheating on me, I don't know 100%. I wouldn't be surprised either way. And it's like, to be honest, at this point, I don't even care.
Yeah.
But I will tell you this. Sometimes it's like, because it's like I ended up staying with her after that. And it's like, I wish that sometimes there were times that I wish like, yo, damn, I wish I didn't know anything, because I would have been naive and happy as opposed to, a realist and like miserable after that happened. But pretty much what I found out was the dude that she was married to for papers. Oh, go ahead. What were you gonna say?
I was just gonna say, man, like, you don't ever want to live the lie. You don't want to live the lie, because it might save your feelings now, but who knows what could have happened. You could have started a real relationship with this lady, moved on to marriage, and then you find out that she's the type of person that she really is. Nah, bro, you want to know the truth early.
Yeah. All that year she was messing with somebody else, going to dinners with me when, she wasn't feeling him or they was fighting and stuff like that. She would block me whenever she was with him. She wanted me to get a tattoo. She wanted me to get a tattoo of something she already had, but that was a matching tattoo that she got with him on a vacation.
Oh.
After that vacation, bro, it's like I found out a lot of stuff, messing with other people, trying to get me to get the same tattoo that she already had, that, which was already a matching tattoo with that dude.
Scandalous.
That she had more of a relationship as opposed to just a friendly relationship with that dude she was married to. She was living with him for a little bit. She was engaged while she was married to him. She was married to this dude and then engaged. It's like a whole bunch of stuff, bro. and my ass stayed with her, bro. And I'm not gonna get too much into it, but it's like I'm kind of dealing with the consequences from staying in that relationship. And can't do that. You can't do that. No matter how much it hurts, you always gotta leave. Somebody disrespects your boundaries. Somebody's not showing you the proper respect. You gotta leave, because if it doesn't hurt, because you're gonna get hurt either way. You stay in that relationship, you're gonna end up even more hurt than if you leave. If you leave, you're still gonna be hurt because your feelings that are invested and you're attached to that woman or you're attached to that man, whoever. But you need to do it for yourself, because if you stay in there, you're gonna be, and people can change, but 9 times out of 10 in those situations, you're gonna get hurt.
Bro, you preaching like you in a church in Tupelo, Mississippi right now. I'm telling you.
Don't you see what's behind me?
Boy, you look like you in one of those small churches in Tupelo, Mississippi. Let me tell you, boy, you preaching.
Well, I'm sweating.
Preaching, man.
Like I'm in that church, man. God dang.
But what you're saying is completely true. That whole Mario Winans song, I Don't Want to Know. I always thought that was a stupid song, because why would you continue to let somebody run over you and show you exactly who they are, but you're gonna disregard that because you're in love with her?
It's hard though, bro. It's like, no, that's easy.
It's hard, but it's not that hard. It's really not that hard.
But you think in your head, you really think it's gonna be, or I myself in my head, I'm like, yo, if I leave this woman, it's like that's gonna be hard, bro, because it's like my feelings are attached, my feelings are invested, and so in my head, like, and it was hard. It was hard, to be honest. It was hard. So it's like, I don't know. But I'll tell you, it was a lot harder staying in there. It was a lot harder staying in there and dealing with the disrespect constantly.
That's when simping goes wrong, bro. And that's this platform, we're gonna keep it a $150. I've definitely been in some simping situations myself. So it's I learned a lot of lessons. I mean, my simping stories come from like high school and shit like that, but it's lessons that I learned, man. Lessons that I learned pretty early. The way Disney movies is not the way you treat women. You know what I'm saying? That's not how they're gonna respect you. You have to make sure that you respect yourself. And when you respect yourself, women will respect you, and others around you respect you as well. So, I mean, simping is a thing that a lot of men do.
It's an epidemic.
It's an epidemic. It really is, bro. I mean, that shit spreads like a virus. Like it's very easy. It's so easy you got to really make sure that you building yourself up. And then I feel that people should get on their mission and build themselves up before they start looking for a woman. You know what I'm saying? Simping, man, can really hurt people. Like it was obvious to you, man. It seemed like I could look at your face, man. You look like this girl defeated you, man. She hit you with the Thanos punch, man.
Yeah, bro, she did, man. And it feels like, and honestly too, it's like, I'm not sure if I ever really got over that too. It's like I learned to live. I mean,
that's a tough pill to swallow.
It's like, because I just talking about it, I feel like it happened just the other day. Like, just talking about it now with you. So it's hard, man. It's hard.
It's just something, man, that's gonna heal with time. There's things, trust me when I tell you this, man. I've had my share of relationships. I've had my share of heartbreak. I've had my share of dealing with things I didn't want to deal with. Man, it heals with time. Trust me. Even when I didn't think it would, it heals with time. Sometimes it takes longer than sometimes, like, just depending on situation, it takes longer than to heal, but it will. Trust me, it will.